Okay, so in this first video we're going to cover the general navigation of the search, where to find the search, how to make your way around the search, and then from there we'll go through the specific functionalities that are covered within. To begin with, accessing the search is located on the left-hand navigation here, and it's this sixth option down for search here. So on selection of search, by default you'll be taken to the candidate search as the selected entity, and you'll be taken to the text criteria panel. Now, when you're looking at the search, essentially you're looking at a two-column structure. So the options that are available to you that are searchable and the manner in which you can search them are available on the left-hand side, and this right-hand panel will update on the basis of what you select. So if you select, as an example, ownership, you're going to find ownership options available on the right-hand side. If you select any kind of fields, the associated field data will pull through into the right-hand panel for you to select as an option. Now, the found count, which is this option that could be seen here in the top right-hand side, is an active count of the number of records that have been found on the basis of the criteria that you've entered. So this will update real time as you enter in any further criteria, as you can see here. And the idea is obviously to bring this number to a manageable figure so that you're happy to work with it moving forwards. And when you're ready to see the records, you hit show results. And this will bring through the results into a table so you can then begin working with those. In terms of selecting rows within this area, there's a few things to take into account. One is that there is Control Shift option, so you can select down Shift, select rows beneath, and it will highlight them all. You can also use Control options as well for selection. And the columns that are displayed within this search result are dictated by the options list that you see here. So if you click in options, it will then take you through to the options list that will show you literally the columns that you can have displayed within the search results area. You select which fields you would like to see in this area, and then you obviously move around the fields based on the sorting order you would like to see them actually in the search result. And then when you're ready, hit back to previous screen and it will take you back to the search result, and there you can see the fields that you want to see. Some other points to be aware of. Firstly, if you were to or if you wanted to select all of the entries within the search result, you do so by selecting this option here. Likewise, if you want to deselect all of the options within the search result, you would select that option again. If you want to decide how many rows you wish to see within the table, then you can dictate 10, 25 or 50 or 100 rows within here. So if you wish to select 10 and perhaps work on a smaller manageable list and then page your way through the search result, that's an option to you. Also, you have an option here for showing selected and also showing unselected as well. So by default that will be set to all, but if you wanted to select a handful of records and only view the ones that you've selected, you could do so there by selecting this selected option here. So there's a couple of options to be mindful of. You can return back to the criteria section by pressing show criteria anytime, and this will allow you to access the original criteria that built the search result and obviously refine the search further should you wish. If we press show results, it obviously takes you back to where we were. Also, with regards to criteria, what you have are options where you can save default criteria as well. So if you have set criteria, which is always a starting place that you want to be when you're doing a search, you can set this as the default criteria and it will remember the criteria that was set as that time as the default. So when you return to the search, those sections will be selected automatically. Returning back to the results area, just moving through the toolbar, we'll actually be covering the main toolbar whilst we're doing the managing results portion of these videos. But one point I did want to cover was the summary view. So on selection of either one or a multiple of the rows from within the search results, what you'll see as an option up here is a section called summary view. And on selection of summary view, you'll see the panel pull out from the right hand side and it'll display details about the record that you've highlighted. This just allows you to be able to get that summarized overview of a record without having to go into each and every record that you're interested in. You also have the option to create history against that record if you're working this list and making phone calls at the same time. If you've chosen to select multiple entries within the search results, what you'll see here against the summary view are these arrow options here, and that allows you to move through the results that you've selected to view those entries within the summary view. In terms of the actual configuration of the summary view, what decides or what fields actually appear within the summary view, these are available within user settings and also as a global setting as well. So within your own user settings, what you'll have in here is an option here called summary view, and that will list all of the fields that you can view in the summary view, and obviously allows you to select and add those across, so you have your selected views or selected fields for the summary view configured. To disable the summary view, we'll simply select the summary view again up there, and you'll see that the panel moves away to the right, and then what we'll do is we'll go back to the original criteria page just to return to where we began. Obviously we've done a quick run through on the basis of the candidate search, but the search is also available against the company, the contact, and also the requirements. And on each of those categories and each of these entities, you obviously receive an overview of the fields that you're able to search that are specific to that entity. The nature of the navigation around those searches are the same as what were covered in that candidate search that we just went through. So that covers general navigation. What we'll now do is go through the next video, which is searching over fields.